we can get into our rant.
Okay.
Because we know old man Chris is gonna rant.
Not
Back
that
in
bad.
my days of Star Wars, blah blah blah
No,
blah.
it's not that bad.
Mr. No Fun doesn't come to the party.
What party?
Oh yeah, you're right. I
The-
did.
One of their
Screw the party.
dispatchers quit. Well,
I just want his.
Oh.
I don't want to say retired, but he didn't.
He did
quit.
retire. I just want his job.
Oh,
You
you
didn't-
and everybody else.
Yeah, but you know what? I feel I'm the most qualified.
You didn't
honestly.
go. You didn't go to that last party, Chris. The
Well, I wasn't even in
Yeah,
town.
you didn't even go to the
last
Christmas party.
the Christmas party. Yeah.
I wasn't in town for the Christmas party. I was in Richmond.
Whatever. You could have went.
No, I couldn't. I'm 2 hours away.
Whatever.
No, I'm the most qualified for that job. Let's be honest.
Oh.
I actually talked to Jan. I was like, because I was just wanting to cause trouble, and I
Yeah,
told
you
her,
did.
tell everybody that I'm not quitting. I'm actually taking over in the office. See what happens. But should we even talk about that on the podcast, or do you care, Chris,
What?
about what's happening?
But does somebody quit and everybody else is looking to get into the office?
Yeah, so the office is, it's an office job.
It's a cush
And
job.
everybody
Is it
wants it.
cush? It's pretty cush, isn't it? Probably.
It's not really.
You
Yeah.
got to
Kinda
deal with more
hectic.
shit than like the drivers got to.
Oh.
Because the drivers, I'm sorry, you got to talk to the office about that problem. I can't really help you with that. And then they, call the office and complain.
Yeah.
The reason it's cush is, you don't got to drive. You're sitting in the office all day. You don't have to deal with the union.
Oh,
You're
well.
kind
Yeah.
of in a seniority position. But the
Is it
day
full-time,
drags.
though?
Yeah, it is full time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, see, that's nice.
That's why I want it.
Yeah.
But the person that's allegedly getting it hasn't even been there a year yet.
That's a lie. That's not true.
I know it's not true. I straight up asked her if that was happening. She's like, I have never even been asked to come in there and work yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's not happening.
And then one person's all, I don't want to say butthurt, but it's all mad about it. I'm like, what? I
Yeah,
felt like saying
It's
she's
not.
the.
Even,
Go ahead.
it's not happening.
No, they don't. They got to sit there and deal with you for 8-9 hours a day. They don't want you in the office if they don't like you, or can't deal with you.
Right.
Yeah. But I see. I don't know much, but like I know Chris is good at driving a bus, and he does his job like he should. So it's like, on the one hand, yeah, he wants the office job, but it's like you're almost a better bus driver. Like they probably need you out there more than they need you in the office.
Oh, Chris has dispatch work. He has scheduling or
Yeah.
dispatch experience. I've got dispatch experience,
Yeah.
scheduling experience, telephone experience, office experience. I've got. It's
So
my,
I mean,
my resume speaks for itself.
I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you.
Well, they've already interviewed outside people, and
Damn.
apparently one of them starts Monday, from what I heard from the office.
Well,
Then
okay.
Chris would be looking for something else if he don't get this job. I'm not lying. I can't afford 32 hours. I can't afford to live on that anymore.
Not anymore.
No, I can't do it.
I hate it, but it's true.
And I told them that. I'm like, I can't afford to live. I'm like, I can't. I said, I'm not threatening you, but I'm just saying, I got to look out for me.
Well,
I live by myself.
Jan wants to pay us more, but it's not up to her, unfortunately.
Well, they're like, she's like, because the new contract kicks in January or whatever. I'll be on the street by January. I'll be in the street by November. I can't wait that long.
Are you looking now? What are you looking for?
No, but I'm gonna start. I'm giving this a chance. If I don't get it, then I'll start looking.
Oh, I didn't even know you were in the run or wanting it.
Yeah,
I'd rather
that's
you
what-
have it.
I think honestly, I honestly think I'm the most qualified.
Other than me.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd say I know when positions open up where I work, they open up applications for everybody in the company first, and then
I
they
mean,
kind of go outside. But they normally hire within and they promote.
The
Mikey's
thing with the
company's hiring.
office, the thing with the office is it's not collectively bargained in the contract. The union has no say over what happens in the office.
Mikey's company's hiring. I saw him on Indeed.
Oh yeah, I think we
Apply.
have 3 people. I think we have 3 people starting training Monday in class.
Why did I see one of you guys out working today, Mikey? You guys work on Sundays?
Where was he at?
He was coming down Goyer to that speedway. He had his lights on, so I don't know. Maybe he was just filling up his truck.
And did you get a good look at him? What he looked like, or was it like?
It was a white truck. He
Yeah.
had a tank top on, so I doubt he was actually working.
Yeah,
He might have just been going to get gas in it before it went up.
maybe, but they're not supposed to do that. They're supposed to wait until before your shift or after your shift or during your shift. So.
Well, I'm not gonna
It
rat him out.
Yeah, it might be like leak survey or something, like a different department than production. But because I was it was only there's only me and another girl that live in Kokomo, that work in Kokomo for production. Everyone else kind of lives outside of the area, and then they come to Kokomo to work. But
Someone lives like right around the corner from you there, and he parks
yeah,
his
yeah,
truck in the.
yeah, I don't know who that is. That's different. I've noticed that, but I don't know who that is.
There used to be a guy who lived up at where Chris's ex-girlfriend used to live. I saw his truck when I drive Yellow Line up in those apartments. I can't think what Amberwood.
Oh, I was trying to. Who's my ex-girlfriend? I'm so out of it.
I know
Oh,
you've been kind of MIA the entire weekend.
I have been MIA the entire weekend.
He's been watching the Le Mans.
Yeah, I was watching Le Mans and then the IndyCar race. I want to talk about that. Are we recording?
Yeah,
We've been recording for
Let
8
me
minutes.
bitch. Okay, so check this shit out. So, okay, the IndyCar race is on today, right? Green flag is at 12:45. Okay, in Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. Channel 13, right, which is Indianapolis, WTHR, out of Indianapolis, which is the home office of IndyCar, doesn't start their coverage till 1:00.
well, what's on at 12:30 then?
Pre-race started at 12:30. Green flag
Yeah.
was at 12:45. They had some teamwork show
Yeah,
at 12:30. Their answer was the FCC requires us to show educational programming.
yeah. They
But
probably get some type of funding for
if you
showing something
can't
like
get support from the city that you're based out of to show races at an appropriate time, what are they even doing?
that, it probably doesn't take priority over some
So
some other sports. But I mean,
that's the thing.
Right.
But you would think of all the cities for IndyCar to get preempted, it should not be in the city that their home. It's called Indy Car.
yeah,
Indy, out of Indianapolis.
right.
Indy, and they can't even show it.
India, you mean?
So I mean, it was on Peacock. I watched it on Peacock, but not everybody has Peacock that lives. I mean, if you have DirecTV, you may not have Peacock or Dish Network. You know what I mean?
Or you might not have ever set it up. You might not know you have it.
So, like they missed like the first lap, which I still think that's inexcusable. If you want, I mean, would they preempt a Colts game for that? No.
Yeah, it's too big.
Exactly. So, what's in, that's you can't do that. What a joke. Like seriously. I mean, I got to watch. Like I said, I have Peacock, but you can't be.
So, why did like F1 get so popular all of a sudden?
Because they have that Drive to Survive on Netflix.
Oh, and
It's like a reality thing, isn't
It's
it?
a reality drama.
Series,
They
yeah.
and people are just in love with it, and um,
It's a
I don't
bougie
know.
thing, though.
I've watched. Yeah, I don't know how long it's gonna last. Like the love of F1. I mean, F1 cars are sexy. I mean, all the cars are different. You have manufacturers. You have different manufacturers. Not all the cars look the same, and it's all the drivers are prima donnas, so they make up a good. They make up a good reality show. They whine and complain about everything. They are woke, so they're into social justice, and um, I think that's just what the popularity of it is. But IndyCar's fallen far behind if you can't even get on TV in your home
All right.
market.
if it tells you anything, I have no idea what any other IndyCar races are other than in the Indy 500.
July 3rd, Mid Ohio. You could go. It's only 3.5 hours away.
Oh yeah, you want to pay that? Gas prices.
No,
Chris?
that's why I'm. You know what? I
Yeah.
was going to go as of last year because I went last year, right? But it would cost me more in gas than it would for my ticket to the race. It would probably cost over $100 in gas to get there and back, and a race ticket $65. I would probably spend more. I'd spend more in gas than I would for gas and food. Or I mean, for my ticket and food at the racetrack. So I'm not going this year. So
We all just need to start an OnlyFans and sell feet pics.
I am gonna show my feet or something or butthole. I don't know.
Nothing.
Dogecoin, ride it to the moon.
Yeah.
Shoot, the crypto market's falling apart. I've lost 75% of my investment in cryptocurrency. More than 75%.
Hold.
Hold the line, brother.
I probably should invest, but I don't know anything about it, so and I don't trust anybody else. So
Well,
don't
I
invest.
I invested. It's there for an investment. It wasn't a get rich quick scheme. So
Yeah.
you just kind of put your money in and leave it alone.
Right.
It'll all
That's-
bounce back eventually. It's just you gotta be patient.
Gotta
Yeah.
hold.
Exactly.
Okay, so speaking of griping and complaining, did you want to gripe and complain about Kenobi, episode
Yep.
4?
I just noticed something, and it didn't sit right with me. And I think they snuck it by all the fans, honestly.
Yep.
And that what?
I said, as if you point it out, I'll probably remember it, but I don't remember
Okay.
anything sticking out right now.
All right. Well, so
That's why you said they sneak it by us, so I probably just didn't catch it.
he fights. Darth Vader fights Obi-Wan Kenobi, right?
That was in last. That was this.
That was
That was the
episode
third.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I just figured this out before I even watched the last episode. But hear me out. So he fights Obi-Wan Kenobi, right?
Yes.
And then they put in the slick, "What have you become? I am what you made me to be." That's the line everybody remembers, right?
Yeah.
It totally messes up the whole canon. It messes it up.
Are you talking about in episode 4 or A New
I've
Hope?
been
he's
waiting
like-
for you, Obi-Wan. We meet again at last. The circle is now complete. When I left you, I was but the learner. Now I am the master.
he
That's
also
exactly what Darth
says.
Vader says.
He also says, "Last time we met, I left you dying or whatever to Obi-Wan."
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
No.
Hold on, I'm gonna
Only a
look this up.
master of evil, Darth. Your powers are weak, old man. You cannot win, Darth. If you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you can possibly imagine. Darth Vader says, you should not have come back, meaning out of hiding from Tatooine.
That's what they said in the movies.
This is what they say in episode 4. Yeah. When I left you, I was but the learner. Now I am the master. He doesn't say, when I left you, you were in a big fire and I was like burning you like you did me. He didn't say that. He said I was the learner. Now I am the master.
I mean, they could. It's not over yet. I mean, they could he could disappear again.
They have no idea where he's at.
What? It doesn't matter. You can't have them meet. Like that's like 10 years.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't remember 10 years. Like Darth Vader goes, we meet again at last. He's like, but Darth, we only met. It was only 10 years ago that we met up, and you threw me into that fire that you started. They didn't say that.
Well, they didn't say he didn't do that either.
Quit being blind, Chris. They messed it up.
Well, they didn't. They didn't mess anything up.
They did. It was fine the way it was. You cannot have them meet in between the time of Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope. You cannot do it.
Well, they did. So now you got.
Yeah, and it messes it up.
No, it doesn't. It's perfectly fine.
It does. It does. And then they, like I said, they put it in with that slick line. Oh, this is awesome. I am what you made me. So no. Quit buying it. Quit it. It's quit buying the slickness of the.
What if it's the only time they meet? This series.
We meet again at last. That means the last time I saw you, I was burning, and I had no arms and legs.
No, it doesn't.
You had the high ground.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Means we meet again at last after 10 years when we saw each other in that mining world where I burned your face up.
You can't do that. No.
They never.
Everybody knows we meet again at last means when you turn me into a burnt hot dog on the That's exactly what it means.
No, it doesn't.
They done messed it up.
Because now it means this, and you're wrong.
You know, you damn millennial generation messes up everything. They think they can just add shit into the program. You can't do it. To me, it's all messed up. It's worse than that. Is far worse than I don't know how Obi-Wan ages so much in 10 years.
Because it's a desert planet. It's a hard place to live, and there's 2 freaking suns. And you got to chase, like Mikey said last week, he's got to chase around little freaking Leia.
You're making excuses.
I'm pretty sure chasing around little Leia is going to put 5 years at least on him.
No.
Her little quick wittiness, and I love her.
She's
Leia.
a great actress. Yeah.
People are complaining, but it's like, well, she was 18 when she became a senator and got a PhD when she was 19.
Right.
According to canon. So it's like, well, she's got to be a quick-witted, child.
Okay, I've just been thinking about something here. So as we see in episode 4, Leia starts to trust Ben more, like knows him a lot, and like they kind of embraced almost there at the end on the ship. They kind of held hands, like you see it. So
right,
and so that would mean like I'm thinking like in the prequel, I guess the movies, the original trilogy. Is it episode 4 where she leaves a message for R2?
Yes,
it says "Help me, Obi-Wan."
That's the first 15 minutes.
So help me, Obi-Wan.
That
You're
makes
my
sense
only hope.
Yeah.
So like at that, like she knows who he is now. It's like I don't know how many people know that he's alive though at that point. Like I don't. It's hard to explain. Like, is she like in episode 4? Is she like one of the only ones that know that he's still out there, and maybe he's still a myth like around other people? Just kind of like how Luke was like a myth in the episode 7 or whatnot.
Well, he knows who because he knows who she is.
Right.
When he sees the hologram message, he knows exactly who she is.
Yeah.
And he's like, we've got to get there.
Right.
So yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
I get that part. That made sense to me.
And it's probably not I'm sure it's not the last time they kind of meet, like they're helping each other. I guess it might. I don't know. Would it? I'm kind of curious where this series is headed because now, like, I figured, like, yeah, okay, now they saved Leia, but what else? Like, he's not going to go after Darth?
No.
It's got to be something to do with the Inquisitors, of course.
They've already said they're going to make a season 2.
It's just the time, the whole timeline is just it ain't right. It's all messed up.
Well, it's been messed up ever since they started, adding stuff in between. So
Exactly. That's exactly right.
if they wanted to do anything, they needed to add stuff before or add stuff after. But you know what? This is what we got. This is what we got to live with,
And I don't have to like it.
and you gotta like it.
I'm just saying.
I thought the if we could talk a little bit about the episode, the whole like trophy room with all the dead Jedi in it, that was nuts.
That was cool.
And of course, I'm already getting TikToks and YouTube videos and other things of like, well, this is who this Jedi is, and this is who this Jedi is, and
Oh
we
yeah.
think this is this Jedi. It's like, can we just not
Right.
like? Do we have to have
Analyze
a lot
every
of people
freaking
thought that
moment.
it was
Yeah.
because a lot of people thought it was Jar Jar Binks in there. I wish to God it was.
Oh, that'd
No,
be great.
that was the one that looks
Little-
like Jar Jar's from the animated series.
Right. Why did they
He-
should have added Jar Jar? That'd have been nice. Give everybody what they want.
Yeah, but
Make
Jar
him-
Jar's on Naboo in one of the cities.
Make him a trophy in
He's
the
still
trophy.
alive?
He lives up until like the end of the rebellion.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't remember if this book is canon anymore or it's a comic book. It's one of the two. But Jar Jar basically, because he led right into the rise of the Empire, becomes an alcoholic, goes back to Naboo, but he has like a hero's death at the end. He saves the Naboo from Imperial invasion.
Nice.
So he like redeems himself, but
Yeah.
they really take a shit on him.
Well, they should. They should. You shit on the whole freaking Star Wars canon.
He was gonna be Darth Jar Jar, but people like you bitched and complained enough.
Because it was awful.
Well, so
Miss
was
it-
freaking Yoda when you first got introduced to him. It's the same character
No,
almost.
no, we were not upset about Yoda at all. Actually, we were
The
not.
first 20 minutes of Yoda, he's a drunken old man on the side of the road trope.
He was funny.
Well,
Wait,
so was Jar Jar.
No. He was just ridiculously stupid. There's a difference.
Well, because it was 20 years later. People my age like Jar Jar.
Oh God, it's just the whole battle scene where he just bumbles his way into destroying all the. No, it's just awful.
I will go a
It's-
little off topic here.
He's just a bumbling idiot. That's
No.
all he is.
Is the Mandalorian timeline the same as Obi-Wan, or is it like
No.
no?
Mandalorian takes place after Jedi.
Okay.
So after the destruction of the Empire.
Oh, okay. Wow, that late? Damn.
Yeah. The timeline. Okay, so the timeline is as of right now, since High Republic isn't out yet. It goes Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, Clone Wars, Revenge of the Sith, Rebels. Well, Obi-Wan, Rebels. I can't even think of all the Star Wars stuff now. There's so much of it.
There's Rogue One. What was that? What you said? High Republic. What?
High Republic is an animated series coming out
Oh.
soon. It takes place like 1,000 years before. It's like Yoda just became a
Oh, that
got on
sounds
the
sick.
council. Yeah,
That
it's
sounds
about the
awesome.
Republic at its like the golden age of the Republic.
It's a
Because
book
Yoda
series.
oversaw the like rise and the fall of the Republic pretty much.
Oh, it's a book series. That's cool.
So here's the timeline: Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, The Clone Wars, Revenge of the Sith, Bad Batch, Solo, Obi-Wan Kenobi series, Star Wars Rebels, the Andor series that's coming out soon, Rogue One, New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, Star Wars Resistance, which completely sucks, but it's on Disney Plus if you want to watch it. The Mandalorian, Book of Boba Fett, Ahsoka when it eventually comes out, and then the sequel trilogy. I'm not gonna name all those three because we all know what they are.
Ahsoka's after that.
Ahsoka takes place after. Ahsoka's going to take place in between Book of Boba Fett, and Mandalorian season 3.
That's that seems a little late, I guess, because I mean,
Well,
according to Clone Wars, like she was with Anakin, he became Darth, right? So that seems like really late. I don't know.
she was only she left the Jedi Order before he turned evil.
Yeah.
She was only the last time we saw her in the Clone Wars before the Rise of the Empire. She was only 16.
Huh.
She is very young. She's like only in her 40s now, really. And I think her species lives to be like mid hundreds.
Oh, okay. So she's got to be like pushing like maybe like 60 by then or so.
I'll look it up.
50 or 60. I mean, it'd probably be like 30 or 40 in human age, but
Ahsoka. The last we saw Ahsoka in the Book of Boba Fett, she's 44 to 45 years old.
Okay. Interesting.
Because remember, the Jedi are evil and use child warriors, child soldiers in war.
Uh-huh.
So there we are. Anyways, totally barely talked about the episode of Book of Obi-Wan, but Book of Obi-Wan. We barely watched or talked.
Book of
about it.
Obi-Wan.
We got to see him use his lightsaber finally.
Yeah, he's starting
And
to remember who he was.
Deflect all those shots, and
He
still
held
can't.
back the ocean.
Yeah, he still can't like. It's not really in tune with the Force yet. Even though he like held back that water.
Can I just say when he was in
in the hallway?
Yeah.
when he was taking on those two stormtroopers, when he turned the lights out and like just cut them down.
Yeah.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Oh, can we talk about when? Okay, so I can't remember the girl's name. The girl that Imperial or the spy that's helping him. She like bitch slapped a stormtrooper.
Talia?
Like a stormtrooper with his helmet on, just slapped him in the face, and he got fully disoriented. Like he got punched with or hit with a hammer.
Right.
But she barely slapped him, and he like just fell down. Kimberly noticed it and lost it, and like it was funny. Like,
yeah, they like. I think throughout all the movies and stuff, it's like you can't really take the stormtroopers too seriously. Like they're just like pawns.
They are, but they show. Remember how Obi-Wan put it in A New Hope? That's not a sand people fire. It's too accurate. It's got to be stormtrooper fire. Stormtroopers are actually very accurate. They're just the people we watch have plot armor. The plot revolves around them, so they're never going to get hit. Except
plot armor.
That's what it's called. The main characters have plot armor because they'll never get hurt.
Okay.
All right. So to get away from Star Wars a little bit, I got a question for you guys. Did you guys see that they re-released Morbius in theaters?
Yeah.
No.
All because of a meme.
Yeah.
People
all
started
because of a meme.
Yeah.
People started a meme to bring Morbius back because and Morbius is a really big meme right now.
It's Morbid time.
Yeah. So people over at Fox is it Fox that has Morbius? Anyways, whoever owns Morbius was like, oh, it must be people must want to watch it now. So they re-released it, and no one went to go see it, and they actually lost money re-releasing it.
Are you kidding?
Yeah,
no,
because yeah.
Go ahead, Mikey.
Like as Columbia Pictures looks like Marvel Entertainment, or whatever. Or Sony Pictures released it.
Yeah,
what? I wonder. I was just wondering what it takes to re-release it again, though. Like, how much money does it really take? Because it's all digital. It's not like they have to. It's probably easy for them to like send it out, or they might still have it. But
I don't know. I think I saw that they lost like $600,000 or something. I know it's not much in terms of like the movie industry, but They still
Yeah,
lost the money.
It was what they make, like 80 grand or something like that throughout the whole United States or something.
I don't even know. I'll look it up.
It was like $40 a theater or something they made. It's
Really?
like if you add it all up or like divide it all, whatever. If you do the math, they
They
only made
only
like
domestically they only made $74 million.
oh, that's like the whole.
So domestically they only made $74 million on a budget of $75 million. Worldwide they made $163 million.
So they got it back.
Barely.
Well, yeah, but they still.
So when they released it, they made just enough to like buy a car.
Yeah.
Why did they? What was the meme that they re-released it for? I didn't even see a meme.
It wasn't just one meme. It was that Morbius memes got really popular all of a sudden.
Is it that bad?
Yeah.
It's more than time. That was one of the memes.
The movie was
what? It's Morbid, like
more like because he changes to Morbius like
Morphin,
and then like
Mighty
yeah
Morphin Power Rangers?
yeah.
Are you serious?
Did any of us go see it? I was not interested.
Mikey went to see it.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it, Mikey? I forget what you said.
It wasn't bad. Like I don't. It's not.
For you to say it's not
shouldn't-
bad, it means
no.
it's bad.
Okay. Well, I'll just say I think I said this when we discussed it. It was I don't think it's a good standalone. Like he's a good like maybe secondary character, like a feature in a different movie. He's not a good like I don't think it'd be a good standalone. It's good to see like his origin and stuff, like how he was made, I guess. But
Right.
then again, you really don't see that. Besides, he has a blood disease, and I don't know what really happened. You really don't get to see it.
So it's
You really don't see it.
It's an unnecessary movie.
Now that I think about it, you really don't see like how he got changed. I mean,
I thought they showed it when the bats were like circling him. I thought that's how he got changed.
That's it. I think that's all you really get to see. I mean,
So it's an unnecessary movie. They're just at this point they're just cashing in on every Marvel character out there.
Yeah. I mean, the special effects were cool, but
right.
I don't know.
Well,
I like Jared Leto still. It's like, but I think he played it all right. Maybe it just wasn't written well or something. And I think it came out right after Batman, so it's just like, and it's just like Jurassic Park now. Like it came out right after Top Gun, so you can't like. It's hard to like stack them together, even though they're different genres almost. But it's like,
well, I'm
it's
not
hard.
hearing good things about Jurassic Park right
it's
now.
hard to follow something like that. Like a stand-up comic. If you were to go, like, if you were a headliner and you went up after your opener and then your opener killed, like, you better do better than that or something like that.
Well, that's why Amy Schumer doesn't have openers.
Yeah.
She should use openers. Don't she steal jokes from people? Isn't that their story?
So I think it was bad timing for Morbius, maybe coming after Batman, but.
Well, I don't think anyone
did it come
Batman
out after it came out after Batman?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it did.
Yeah, it did. Because I remember a bunch of Marvel fans were like, "Why is Batman doing so much better?"
Because it's freaking awesome.
Something's in my ass. What? I can't hear that song without hearing that TikTok now.
Yeah.
So you know the song that they use for Batman. I can't even. Someone on TikTok changed it to "Something's in my ass."
Oh, so that's how you.
Yeah, that's all I hear now when I hear that song.
You know, speaking of going back, I'm going back to Star Wars for a second because I do want to make a point. Because I'm watching Jedi right now and Yoda's on screen. Jedi's Yoda's most famous line that everybody remembers that you see everywhere is "Do or do not. There is no try." Jar Jar Binks' most famous line is "Mess of people gonna die." that seals the deal right there. So, argument over.
I don't know. I don't know. That's not a book.
Let me Google this. Let me Google this. See what his
Listen,
favorite.
people gonna die. That's the
Uh,
only thing I remember from that stupid ass character.
God.
Sounds like freaking Roger Rabbit. You are essentially, yeah, because Roger Rabbit was like a bumbling idiot. It was essentially putting Roger Rabbit in a Star Wars movie.
Anyways, to
Chris
go
has-
off of the whole Marvel thing. No, because if I don't say it, I'm going to forget about it. So Kimberly and I decided to restart or do another Marvel like watch through. So we
oh
just
my
watched.
God, there's like a billion other things you could be
I
watching.
know, the 50,000 movies and the 27,000 TV shows to watch
watched
just
The
to
Boys
watch
yet?
Doctor Strange and the what?
Have you watched The Boys yet?
No, isn't it only week by week?
No, like the first 4 episodes are out.
Oh, I didn't know that. I might have to get into that. now.
I found it on my, because I don't have Amazon Prime, but
Oh, well, I do. So
I can watch them. But I think the first 4 episodes are out. I think they did 2 at one time. You know how they do that sometimes.
oh yeah, I'll have to watch that because I love the boys. Anyways, we can talk about the boys afterwards.
Well, I ain't watched it yet. I just saw it.
So we just watched the first. We watched Captain America, and then now they have some shorts on there. It's like the Peggy Carter short. It's like 15 minutes long, and it was pretty good. It was she was capturing some like chemical or something, and then she got made the head of Shield, which is kind of cool. But like I don't know, like there's certain movies in the line that I don't know if we want to watch. I kind of want to watch them, but at the same time, we could live without them. Like Captain Marvel. Even though I think she should watch Captain Marvel, she hasn't seen it yet.
That movie's not very good. I was very disappointed.
No, but it introduces the villains for the next
It's
big.
Still not a
Marvel
good movie. It's just bad.
I don't like Civil War, so I'm probably not going to watch Civil War. Black Panther, I think, is completely overrated.
Racist.
Apparently, if you don't like that movie, you are.
Yeah, if you don't like Black Panther, you're a racist. Has nothing to do with whether the movie's good or not.
And then what is it? I don't know if we should watch like the shows. I don't know if I really want to rewatch all of Loki and all of WandaVision.
God, there's so much other stuff to watch on every streaming platform. Have you watched Stranger? Oh, you don't watch Stranger Things. Watch
don't like
Stranger Things.
Stranger Things was boring. Season 2 just I couldn't get into it. Like 3 episodes in, I still not.
Jesus Christ.
I can't imagine watching all that shit again. I mean, but here I am watching, Jedi. So.
Yeah, I got Stranger Things I need to watch. I got the new season of Peaky Blinders came out.
Yeah, I saw Peaky Blinders. I need to watch The Boys.
Blinders.
The Peaky fucking Blinders.
And does anybody? Jurassic Park did pretty well, but I hear the reviews are bad.
Yeah.
I haven't gone. I wanted to see it, but
I'm gonna wait until it's available for me to watch it.
I've just heard so many like mixed things. I don't really want to go.
It just looked to me. I base whether I want to see a movie off of the trailer. That's usually how it goes, unless it's a franchise I'm in love with. And
yeah.
I am not interested. Don't get me wrong. I love the Jurassic Park movies, except 2 and 3 weren't that good. But the new ones were good. The first 2 of the new ones.
I like 3.
I didn't like 3.
I didn't like the last Jurassic World movie.
Oh, I didn't mind it. I thought it was good.
No.
But this one, I am not excited about it. I can't get excited. I'm trying to pick movies since my budget is severely strained, and I got a concert to go to on July 1st, so I'm trying to pick and choose. So I'm saving my money for Black Phone on the 24th because I really want to see that more than anything.
It should be good. It's something different than like the normal superhero or
exactly. It's
whatnot we've been watching. So
I am psyched for Black Phone. I really am. That one looks pretty awesome. So, but I have no desire to see this. I'll watch it when I can see it on a streaming platform. Legal.
Yeah, I heard it just got the same formula as all the other ones, so it's just like
Characters,
and the
dinosaurs escape.
yeah, the dinosaur, the main dinosaur, like I guess you can call him maybe villain or antagonist or whatnot. It's basically the same thing, but maybe altered just a little bit. So
Right.
it's like how much?
I don't get why the military just doesn't start blasting them. They're 50-foot tall dinosaurs. How can they not just
You can't
blast
miss
them?
them, right?
because it's
And
science.
And why would you allow those pterodactyls to be terrorizing the skies? I mean, honestly, seems like that
Yeah.
would be a hazard to the whole flying community.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw what birds did to an F-14. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, birds
It
are
took Dukes from us.
Huh?
That was from that wasn't an F-14. That was an F-18. Get it right.
No, was it? Were they? No, they were in the F-14, weren't they?
No, that. Wait, in the first movie or the second movie?
What are you talking? Wait, what?
I think it was the second. I
Top
don't remember.
Gun?
I don't remember.
It was the
birds.
F. That's the reason he crashed. Was
Yeah.
because that's right. It was the F-18. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because
I
it
just
was.
got my time. I just got the timing and the timeline in the movie wrong.
Gosh.
They landed the F-14, didn't they? Not.
Yeah, they
wait,
landed it on the aircraft carrier.
but they didn't have
Barely.
their landing. I'm kidding. I don't
Yeah,
remember which one.
It's basically
It was an F
like
something. And
yeah.
anyway, we saw what birds did. I can't imagine what a pterodactyl would do to a 747.
If it could even catch it.
What do you mean?
A 747 flies a lot faster than a pterodactyl could.
Yeah, they're just flying along, flying out to California, and pterodactyl flies into its main engine. I mean, it could take a whole wing out. That thing's huge.
I get what you're saying now. Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Not like
Can't-
it attacks it like in the trailer.
It's
where
not.
it
No, it's
attacks
not
it,
attacking it. It's just minding its own business, being a pterodactyl.
just flying around, being a pterodactyl.
Being a pterodactyl, you can't have that flying around. That a creature that big. I mean, I just.
Yeah.
I think I agree. I think where's the military at? Why aren't they killing these people off? Why aren't we poisoning their food or?
Well, their food's human, so.
So give them a cancer patient. I don't know.
Wow, that's something I don't think I've ever hear.
We're going dark.
Oh no.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
funny. I was
Have
kind
them
of
eat a few diabetics, and then they turn into
Yeah.
diabetics.
I was kind of thinking like, what would make a human poisonous?
Give
I'm trying
them
to
an
think of
AIDS
that,
patient.
Yeah, AIDS. Yeah, AIDS will work.
Yeah. No, that
AIDS,
doesn't.
cancer,
Think about this though.
COVID.
Remember? Okay.
Oh,
So
don't give them COVID. We'll get dinosaur pox.
Monkeypox.
Monkeypox. So in War of the Worlds, I only saw the remake once.
The remake's
Tom Cruise.
really good. I like
With
it.
TC.
It was decent. It was good, but the original, right? So when the aliens come,
the original.
you ever seen the original?
No, I never.
The original is really good.
The original is really good, and actually, Dr. Clayton Forrester on Mystery Science Theater 3000 got his character name from Clayton Forrester from War of the Worlds. I didn't know this until I rewatched War of the Worlds. Because the evil doctor is Dr. Clayton Forrester. I thought that was awesome. But so the reason the reason the aliens die off in War of the Worlds is because they're exposed to disease, sickness and disease on Earth. Why doesn't that happen to the dinosaurs? Are they immune?
Because the DNA they're given is to like they kind of explain it in Jurassic World. They give them they don't have complete DNA mapping, so they give them tree frog DNA to get them do this, and they give them this DNA to kind of help them adapt to this. So it's not like they're given modern animal stuff. So I'm guessing they might have given them a modern animal's
I gotcha.
Immune system,
But not a cow. They die of mad cow's disease. So
we don't need no mad cows running or mad dinosaurs running around.
they're already mad. So we can't review. So we can't review Jurassic Park because none of us want to see it, nor are we interested in seeing it.
which is really sad because like I'm like anybody else. I'm a pretty good big Jurassic Park fan, but I
And we're
just
totally invested in the franchise because we've seen every movie.
okay. So let me tell you this: I saw Jurassic World, the fourth movie. I don't know how many times I've seen the original three. I saw the fourth one 5 times in theaters.
Really?
Yes.
That's
You
a
want to know how
good
many
movie.
times? You want to know how many times I saw the last one? The not the one that just is out now, but the last one.
Right.
I've seen it once.
I've seen it once.
When I think we went to the theater together, went with everybody to see it. Maybe
Did we go see it together?
maybe, but that's the only time I've ever seen it. I think I own it
can't
on
remember.
DVD, or I own it on Blu-ray. I can watch it on HBO, I think, or one of the streaming platforms. I have no interest in watching that movie again because I just had no interest in that movie. It was not good to me. And then here comes this one, and I'm like even less interested in it because it's like, what's the problem here? We got guns.
It's a tired formula. Yeah. I concur.
Okay, I was just watching this. I was just reading the synopsis or like the plot for Jurassic World Dominion, and how it says like the dinosaurs now live and hunt alongside humans, and it kind of reminded me of the most recent. I think it was the most recent Transformers movie, The Last Night, because aren't like Transformers or like isn't like the robots Transformers like they live amongst like
The humans.
humans now,
Yeah.
Sort of,
and
yeah.
they always did kind of. You find out like I was just kind of it was just on, and I was just kind of watching it. I haven't seen the whole thing, but
Yeah, they
I
were
saw some
helping
clips.
George Washington in the Revolution.
Yeah, and they're with King Arthur and shit. It's like what the fuck?
Yeah.
That but yeah, so that I don't know, that kind of plot almost seems identical to me. Like, I don't know. I just thought of that.
No, you're right. You're right. You're right. It's like they're running out of ideas. We've discussed running out of ideas before. Many times we've discussed running out of
Kind of
ideas.
cool. I probably should watch it last night. I don't know if I
Is last night the one where they're in like China and it's with the dinosaurs, and there's a completely like they only added this scene to get it into the Chinese market in it.
Oh, I don't know. I saw it once. I've never seen it again. I thought Bumblebee was better.
Bumblebee is the best one in my opinion.
I think so.
I don't think I ever see Age of I don't think I did watch Age of Extinction. That was back in 2014.
It's
Yeah,
Age
The
of
one with
Extinction
Mark.
is what
Is
I'm
that the one
thinking
with
of.
Marky Mark?
Yeah,
yeah,
the
they're
last
both.
three have Marky Mark.
Yeah,
No, this one. No, the last Kaniga didn't have Marky Mark.
Yes, it did.
Did it?
Two or three of them had Marky Mark in it.
The last one, which was the last Kaniga, did not have Marky Mark Wahlberg.
The last what?
Kaniga.
Wait,
Don't you watch Monty
Knigget?
Python? Kaniga. You silly
No.
Kniggets, Monty Python, and the Holy Grail. He calls them
I don't remember that.
Kniggets. You silly Kniggets. He's the French guy. I fart in your general direction.
Yeah, I don't remember that, but okay.
Oh, I guess it did have Marky Mark. Shows how much I enjoyed the movie. Yeah, it has Mark Wahlberg in it.
Wow, doesn't believe me.
What? It
Doesn't-
wasn't.
Go ahead.
It just. I guess it wasn't that great of a movie. You know, we need another one of with Mark Wahlberg. We need another Ted, is what we need. I'll take that all day long.
You know, we need
Love
another
it.
of. We need to put another Filipino in front of him.
Oh, that's mean. You're horrible.
I'm sorry.
Golly. Was he only in two of them? He was only in two of them?
Into what?
He was only in two Transformer movies.
I thought he was in three, but I guess it was only two. Wasn't
Age
it?
of Extinction and The Last Kniga.
Because the last one did so bad that they didn't make any more of them.
I do want to watch Uncharted. That's my next one I want to watch.
It's 605 million.
Well, it did really bad in reviews, so they didn't want to make another.
Oh,
It got a 5.2 on IMDb. The last 5.6. Age of Extinction got a 5.6.
I know a lot of people give them crap, or the Transformer movies crap, but it's like he gives us what he wants, or he gives us what we want. It makes money. If you don't want it to do good, don't go see it.
They're doing a new movie. It comes out next year. It's called Rise of the Beasts.
Yeah, it's gonna go along with the whole Bumblebee
Plot
style.
unknown.
I need one on Cybertron. That whole Cybertron intro in Bumblebee was awesome.
did they have? There's an animated one that takes place on Cybertron that just came out, right?
I think that's what I'm thinking of.
This features robots that transform into robotic animals. There you go.
Sounds like the Beast Wars.
And it's got Ron Perlman in it. So
Just gotta look for the jawline, figure out which one's him.
Did Michael Bay do all of them? I want to see a different director do Transformers.
I don't know. Here, let me check, guys. I'm on the last night right now, right? Who directed this? I think he only did don't. It doesn't give me. Oh, it says director Michael Bay. He did Ambulance, Underground, Last Night, 13 Hours, Pain and Gain, Dark of the Moon. He did all of them.
Pain and Gain's really underrated. I like
And
Pain
he also,
and Gain.
but he also did Pearl Harbor. So let's talk about how he ruined that whole story.
I remember when I was young, I wanted to go see that movie so bad because it was Pearl Harbor, and and all they ever showed in the commercials was the action sequences.
What
I
a
wanted
piece
to
of
see
crap,
it.
huh?
My dad and I went, and it was such a piece of crap. I think my dad and I left a little over halfway through the movie.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Because
that
all it was a love story. How do you take Pearl Harbor and turn it into Ben Affleck getting with the girl?
banging his best friend's girl, knocking her up, and then he
Yeah.
comes back to life. Yeah. Although that was Kate Beckinsale. I mean, I can see where he would, fall off the wagon for that one. I probably would have too. So
You don't sleep with your bro's widow.
but when it's Kate Beckinsale, you do.
No, you gotta
Yeah.
stand by bro code.
I put my ass, Kate Beckinsale. I would definitely. If it was Kate Beckinsale, obviously, yeah.
Wow. Bros watch out around Chris.
I mean,
No, just whoever's married to Kate Beckinsale needs to watch out for me. That's all.
so
Because I got a chance. I'm just saying. She's divorced. She's single. I'm just saying. I do have
There's
a
a
chance.
chance. Not a.
I've got
There's
a
always
chance,
a
guys.
chance.
I've got a chance.
There's always a bigger fish.
And go big, might as well swing for the fences. I got nothing to lose. Eventually, I've got to get at least an off-base hit out of this, right? Right now, I can't even hit a foul ball, but, I mean, you might as well go big.
Just like John Wilkes Booth said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
You don't take. I thought it was Lee Harvey Oswald.
They said the same thing.
I
don't know who said it before them. I think
think alike.
I think David said it first. When he took out Goliath.
Yeah.
Are you sure it wasn't Cain to Abel?
No, it was that meteorite that hit Earth that killed all the dinosaurs. Okay, that was
maybe it was Mark David Chapman. No, Mark David Chapman said it too, didn't he?
I don't know who Mark David Chapman is.
He killed John Lennon.
Oh, I don't care about that. Just another hippie gone.
Just another hippie.
Yeah.
Maybe it was Gavrilo Princip.
Who?
He assassinated Franz Ferdinand.
Yeah, I was about to say it's probably.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, he did start World War One.
Yeah.
Let's give credit where credit is due.
Wasn't that the shot that was heard around the world, or something?
Yeah. No, the shot heard around the world was when the British shot protesters in Boston.
Oh,
Was that at Christmas Addicts and right?
Yeah.
Right, it is Christmas Addicts, right? It's the Boston Massacre.
Mm-hmm.
And John Adams defended those people, right? The soldiers.
Exactly. He did.
Because they were innocent. Because they got attacked.
John
That was
Adams was
self-defense.
wrote in newspapers, so he blew it out of proportion.
He was a lawyer.
And he was a newspaper writer.
Well, hey, you gotta pipe up your own story. I mean, geez, dude.
You know who else said, you miss 100% of shots you don't take? Guteau. He's the guy that shot Garfield.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. I mean, there's a lot of people who said it. So
it seems like when you go to assassinate somebody, we all say the same thing.
You're not gonna say you gotta miss 100% of the shots you don't take. What about the guy who shot McKinley? Do we know that?
Hold on. Let me look it up. Who shot McKinley?
Grizzly Adams did
Leon.
have a beard.
Leon
All right.
Colescott.
Yeah, Leon Colescott.
No, Grizzly Adams did have a beard.
He did have a beard, yes. While we're on famous people, let's talk about famous historical people. Let's talk about what a piece of shit Charles Lindbergh really was.
Who's that?
He was a piece of work.
He was, wasn't he? He had a whole separate family. Charles Lindbergh, he's the one that flew across the Atlantic nonstop. So, and he
supported the Nazis too.
And his child was abducted and murdered. It was the Lindbergh baby.
Yep.
And he had like some other whole family in like England that nobody knew about. So he had a family here in America, and he was, banging up some chick in England at the same time. He had like 5 kids over in England.
Shoot,
he was touted as an American hero.
Yeah, it sounds bad now, but like back then, it's like, hey, they'll never find out.
Yeah, they didn't have social media or tracking. So, they barely tracked his plane, for God's sakes. He could have went anywhere.
Yeah.
He probably knows where what's her face Amelia Earhart was. They probably had a family out on some island.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, why not? We're just jealous because we didn't live that Charles Lindbergh lifestyle. Is what it was.
Right.
Have a secret family.
Kind of looks like he has these blonde hair, blue eyes.
If I remember right, he was a Nazi sympathizer.
I think he was.
Ford was also.
Gerald?
Yeah.
Shut up! Really?
Well, he did before.
President Ford?
No, not President Ford. The owner of Ford.
Oh,
Henry
Ford.
Henry Ford. I was like, what?
He said
Gerald.
Gerald.
Gerald Ford was a Nazi sympathizer.
He sympathized, but when all the stuff, World War II started, he kind of was like, well, they're bad guys, so.
I didn't know that. Didn't they always claim what's his name was a Nazi sympathizer too? Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah.
He got exiled out of Hollywood. Wasn't he part of the? He got blackballed.
I don't remember why.
Because they said he was a Nazi sympathizer.
Well, remember they did the same thing if you were with communist sympathizers then too.
Yeah, that was the big Red Scare thing too, right?
But now if you're not a communist, you can't be part of Hollywood. It seems.
Yeah,
but yet you don't give away. But yet they're still millionaires and don't give away any of their money. How about that?
I just saw a few TikToks they were talking about Ronald Reagan. And they were showing Ronald Reagan and people ask him how he wanted to be remembered. And he was talking to these soldiers at Camp David. And he was like, I want to remember when I became president that there was a lot of the morality in this country was extremely low. And there was no patriotism. And he's like, I would like to think that I brought all that back during my administration. And he did. He really did. So there you go. So it's kind of reminiscent to right now. Gas $5.25 a gallon. Can't
Well,
freaking
don't
go.
worry, the bubble's about to burst.
Yeah, after we hit $7,
Probably not even then, and people are still gonna.
I was like trying to figure like because I could have went to the lake this weekend, right? And I probably could have. I should have, but I didn't. It would have cost me $15 just to get to the lake and back in gas. It's 3 gallons essentially. Get up there and back.
Why do that
So
when you can sit at home and watch
it
races?
do nothing. That's exactly right. That's exactly what I did. And like I said, I got a concert July 1st, so I'm taking time off from work to do that. Plus, I got paid to
Oh.
park because it's downtown Indianapolis, and then we got to go eat, and then
Who's gonna drive for you? Since I won't be there.
I don't know. I don't care.
Not your problem.
It ain't my problem. I'm going to see Brandon get ladies. It don't matter. All I care about. I had these tickets for 2 years. Somebody else was supposed to go with me. That's how long ago this was.
Oh, what's her face?
Someone agreed to go with me, and now I'm gonna tell her. I don't think she really cares, obviously, but
It's either one of two women that I know.
so I'm dragging Josie along too.
Is it Josie's mom that you're talking about?
Nope.
No.
The person that used to drive and
Yes.
who shall not be named
Right.
because she sometimes listens to the podcast. I don't know if she still does. But
No, she don't listen to the podcast.
Is it the one that has same name as a month?
It is. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. She's like, yeah, I'll go
May.
with you. That sounds fun. I love those bands.
Her
So-
name's May.
How dare you used to date a person that used to be called
Frickin' September.
February?
Who names their kid December?
I met a girl named Winter once.
Yeah.
Oh, you had
I think
Peekaboo
I
Street.
knew someone named November for some reason. No, never mind.
November. You could call
That
it
doesn't
Nova.
seem, that doesn't seem right.
There is a January.
Maybe it was a last name.
January Jones.
No,
She was in that American Pie movie.
that's a Jeff
American
Everett's
Wedding.
dog.
Who?
Jeff Everett, that's his dog name.
January.
Yeah.
January Jones. She's an actress.
Yeah. Or January Jones. I think something like that.
March. You can say by March. February. Yeah, May. May's the name. July.
Anybody have
Yeah.
shower thoughts that are
Justice.
not names?
Oh, hey, I finished watching The Office this week. I just want to get that out.
Oh well. The Office sucks.
Shut up! It's a great show. Actually, season 8 is not as good. Actually, honestly, I do want to say, you know how sitcoms, a lot of them end really shitty because they don't know how to end them, right?
Right.
This ended really well. The Office, it reminded me of how the Big Bang Theory, how it ended. How, they filmed The Office. It was 10 years, and there was a PBS special about an office in Pennsylvania, and it was a documentary, and that's what the show is about. And it came out, and they had a little Q&A session, and people kind of went and did their own thing and went their own way, and they just went back and returned to work at the office, and I thought that was kind of awesome how it ended. So props to the Office for ending properly. So there you
Unlike The Sopranos
go. Watch The Office. It's really funny.
or Lost.
Or Friends or Seinfeld.
Almost any show. No, any show does not know how to end it usually. Some do.
That's what I liked about it. They just kept working. They're like, well, okay, well, we got to go to work now. They worked at the office. There were just no more people to document it. And that's how the Big Bang Theory ended. Sheldon got his Nobel Peace Prize, and they just went back and just lived. And that's the way.
No crew living there now.
Yeah, there you go. So.
All right, I got two shower thoughts.
I got a little something.
I got one too. Let me say mine first. Jar Jar Binks is the worst Star Wars character in the canon. That's
I don't know
right.
if that's not a really shout.
Whoever wants to ban Chris,
that's
Chris
just
Branch. Oh, Just dox him.
That's
If
just
anybody wants to
being,
ban Chris
that's
with a
just being
K
mean.
from the podcast, say I. I. Anyways, go ahead, Mikey.
I just got to thinking. I don't know if it's really a shower thought. Maybe it is. It was just like when I'm driving around for work. I just got to thinking like about potatoes. Like, who was the one that was like, "Hey, let's take this potato and like put it in the oven for like 2 hours and let's eat it." Like, who is the one who thought of like a baked potato? Who's like, okay, let's crush it up and let's make it like a mashed. Who thought
Let's
of like French
let's
fries,
slice it up
curly
and
fries?
stick it in a bucket
Yeah,
of oil. Yeah, I
yeah,
agree.
like potato
Oh.
chips. Like, why is there so many different forms? And who thought of all this?
Someone who has too much time on their hands, sitting there thinking of different ways to cook food.
Right?
I would have to attest it to. I mean, I don't know. Could it be how didn't they have the big? It had to be sort of like when people were like low on food and all they had were potatoes.
But
The
why take
Irish.
the risk? Why take the risk and be
So
like,
you
if
have
this
to
is
be
our last
creative.
potato, what if they mess it up? What if they like?
Oh,
You get
I don't
tired of
know.
eating baked potato all the time. Let's chop it up and see what
let's
and
slice it up into little pieces and fry it, in a frying pan.
let's see if that changes how it tastes any. Oh,
Let's
it's actually pretty
shred
good.
it. Let's shred it, and let's make hash browns out of it.
Right.
Let's take a waffle maker and make waffle fries out
Well,
of it.
waffle fries. I know, right? I mean, I would think that any of those. Let's add mustard and mayo to it and make it salad. But you're
No,
right.
wait, you gotta put lettuce in it. That's the only way to make salads. Throwback.
Yeah, hope shows you
Shit.
something.
So yeah, I don't know. It's like it's
Well, Mikey,
I-
when you're sitting at home and you don't know what to make, and you're sitting there looking at what all you got, do you ever think of like, hey, I could chop up, this chicken and do something with it,
oh yeah, I do that all the time. It's like, but it's already been like
It's already been created. You haven't.
yeah,
It
but
wasn't.
because
It's not an experiment.
we're too late to discover to explore the world, but we're
right.
too early to explore the universe.
Like I
Yeah.
do and I'm making it today because I'm gonna have it for dinner this week because I got late shift. But I line my baking pan with tortillas, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Like a glass baking pan. I line it with tortillas. I put manwich in that, and then I cover it with mozzarella cheese, and I bake it in the oven for like 20 minutes. And that's my hash brown. That's my manwich casserole, and I get 4 meals out of that.
Just a tortilla, manwich, and cheese.
Yes, tortilla, manwich, and cheese. You can also I've used crescent rolls in the past.
Yeah, that'd be good.
But I don't like to eat a lot of bread, so I use low carb uh, tortilla shells.
But
But it's the same concept.
you gotta put maybe some peppers or onions in it, and
I
maybe
add, I
uh,
add, I add the dry
maybe
ones.
maybe some corn.
Not corn.
No.
It comes out really good though, especially with the cheese on top. And then I can put that in 4 slices, and that's my dinner for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Essentially.
But I do that with leftovers all the time. It's like, oh, how can I use this leftover differently than I had it?
As
Yeah.
opposed to making
Yeah.
manwich and just eating manwich sandwiches.
Right. Yeah.
I eat this as a casserole,
Yeah.
and I can bring it home, put it on a pan, put it in the microwave for 2 minutes. It's hot, and I'm ready for dinner.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's the only thing that I've created, and I've done it with taco meat too. Except you got to add more meat because the manwich sauce kind of expands the meat a little. So you almost need like 3 pounds. I use 2 pounds of meat for my manwich stuff. I use 3 pounds for the taco. But I use taco seasoning, and then I use that taco cheese on top of that instead of mozzarella cheese. And
White
that's really good.
people
And
taco
I put salsa on top of it, and it's really good. It's almost like a taco casserole
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing I've ever created
Hmm.
out of my head, But yeah, no, that's interesting because the whole potato thing. How do you know that it's going to come out good or not? I mean, once you do French fries, you could probably go. We could cut these up into little circles,
Yeah.
and that makes sense. Or we could shred these into little bit pieces. Have
Yeah.
hash browns, the same thing. You know what my mom used to do with the leftovers? She did two things with the leftover mashed potatoes. Actually, my mom would make potato salad with the leftover mashed potatoes for me to take for like school for lunch.
Uh-huh.
And I always thought that was really good. So, because we always had leftover mashed potatoes, and also she would make them into little patties, and she would put them on the stove, and she would fry them on the stove.
Like potato cakes.
like potato cakes. Yeah, and you put that in ketchup, and those were really good. So,
Yeah.
God bless the potato.
Yeah. So versatile.
It's very versatile. Yeah. So that's a good one. That's a great point. You got anything that's better than that, Chris?
Wait,
Nope.
one more thing. What is your favorite potato form?
Ooh.
I think we've probably talked about this, but
I have French fries because I love hamburgers and French fries or cheeseburgers and French fries. Oh my God, yeah, I could eat French fries every day.
Probably French fries also.
But they got to be not store bought. Like they got to be like cut up. Like Five Guys does. Or,
yeah,
like real French fries. Those are the best.
Kimberly can make some fire French fries. And her sweet potato fries. I made sweet potato fries last night for dinner. They sucked.
Did you
Her
season
sweet potato
them?
fries are. I see. Well, so we're trying to cook a lot of our food before we move next week. Just so we don't have to take it. So we had a lot extra sweet potatoes, more than I'm used to. So you put a little oil on it, or little.
I cover mine in olive oil and then I season them with seasoned salt.
Yeah, my problem was I put too much oil on it. Like I think I had enough oil that the U.S. government was going to come and sell democracy in my kitchen.
Yeah, you don't drown them. You just put enough to cover them. And
I didn't think I put that much until I was, getting ready to take them out of the air fryer, and I'm like, I think I hear a Black Hawk helicopter outside.
Did in any process did you yell out, Kimberly, we're out of olive oil? That might have been
No.
indication that you
No,
used
because we
whole
got
bottle.
plenty.
And then she's like, I just bought that bottle.
No.
Yeah, you can't. You just drizzle them, and then you kind of mix them up to cover all the fries.
The ones that were cooked, the ones that were like, good, were good. But then, you had most of them that were like, eh.
I tried the air fryer and it didn't work. I've got a pan though. I've got like a mesh pan, with like legs, and then it's got a pan underneath, and that's how I make them in the oven for 20 minutes, and they seem to cook better that way than the air fryer. So maybe that's where you messed up.
So let me tell you what we do in the air fryer. We do 10 to 12 minutes. I don't know if yours has different settings. Ours has different settings. It has bake, roast, reheat, and air fry.
Oh no, mine's just got temp and start.
Oh, so we do on ours. We do like 12 minutes on roast, and then after that we turn it over to air fry, and then do the rest. Do it on for another 10, 12 minutes. What'd you say?
I do my chicken nuggets in the air fryer because I take.
I make some fire air fried chicken. So good.
But do it in the oven next time.
I think
even if you got to, no, I mean,
I was talking to Kimberly.
Sweet potato fries. Sweet potato fries, do them in the oven. Put them on a baking sheet. Put them on.
We've tried that. We like it better in the air fryer. But we also
obviously
got the
they don't.
But that was me. That's me, not her.
That's user error.
Yeah, it's user error. Hers are always good. Mine suck.
Oh, okay. Well,
okay, let me get my two things out of the way. The knife game or 5-finger fillet gets easier the more times you lose.
Wait, the what?
The
knife game. The knife finger game.
Where you separate your fingers out of your hand on the table, and then you take the knife and go in between the spaces.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah.
The knife
and
game.
Then
every time you play it, that's a good one.
Since electronics contain silver, you could theoretically beat a werewolf to death with a Nokia.
Does it really contain?
Yeah, silver and gold are really good conductors.
And
Okay.
silver kills,
That's why they cost so much.
Sure.
No, there's relatively there's not that much gold or silver in your electronics.
Oh,
It,
okay.
it's in there, but it's not, Blame right now the reason electronics are so expensive, at least computer electronics. Blame cryptocurrencies. Everyone wants to build crypto mining computers.
I just think everything is in the toilet right now, Chris. Is what it is.
No, when cryptocurrency companies buy up the entire stock of computer parts just to build currency mines, yeah, no, it's try. If you were into building PCs, you would know that.
I would still say it's everything's in the toilet right now. That's why.
I mean, everything is in the toilet, but the reason it's so hard to get computer parts is because of the cryptocurrencies.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you got to build mining facilities, and then my 3090 or 3080 that I got in my computer.
Mm-hmm.
It took me. I was on a wait list for 3 months to get it, but they sell in bulk to these guys that buy thousands of them at a time. So yeah.
Well, I'll be darned. Alrighty then.
Anyways, you can watch us on YouTube. You can catch us at Podners on Twitter, Hoosier Nerds on Facebook. You can listen to us at Spotify, iTunes Podcast, TuneIn Radio, and Amazon.
Yay!
Does anybody else want to do the outro this time?
And you never have to know who's the nerds guys are, because that's us. We're Hoosier Nerds.
Wow, I think that might have been worse than mine.